So we finally leave League One and we find ourselves up into the Championship with some absolutely massive teams to play. Transfers have happened and money has come into the club. Roll the intro.
No, I won't stop.
Hello and welcome back to the Folkestone Invicta Save. I'm Coach Leffer. It's a pleasure to have you with me. And we start on the finance screen. But if you're excited for us to be in the Championship, please do leave a like and subscribe to the channel because there'll be plenty more Football Manager content coming over the next period. Although I am going on holiday next week, so we'll have to see how much I can get out before I go on holiday. But you can see here we have 5.7 million in the transfer budget. It's gone up from the 4 that we originally started. They increased our wage budget as soon as the Championship money flew in for like TV rights and all that sort of jazz and sponsorship from the end of last year and all of that. They upped our wage budget to 145,000. We've got deals in the pipeline, lots of deals. And I sound like Donald Trump right now. All the deals, the best deals. No one knows deals better than me. That could take us to £176,000 worth of wages, which is quite the jump from last year. And a big scouting budget as well, which is really, really good. So we're doing a world scouting thing for seniors and youth players. So should increase our pool of players quite a lot. But yeah, finances, 11 million in the bank. We are still ridiculously in debt. Obviously we've started paying it back, 125k per month. It's going to be here till 2037, so 10 years time. We may have won the Champions League by then. Who knows? There was also, interestingly, a Club Vision, there was also a takeover attempt, an internal takeover attempt, but Fraser Turner said no, we're not interested in that. So yes, they're delighted or very pleased with the fact we're signing under the age of 23 for the first team, and they're delighted that we haven't signed any players over the age of 33, which is a lie because we've signed one. But it's all going reasonably well. The first game is against Millwall. That will be coming up today. But before that, let's get into the transfers. So starting with our one and only out, Tony Pilcic has left for £8 million. He was one of these players that was brought in, and I found him, and I'll go through the technique that I used to find this guy because I've done it again this year as well. I brought him in on a free when he just got introduced into the game. £8 million. Brighton, done. Worth £4 million, listed for loan now. Obviously has a very good future ahead of him if Brighton are willing to pay that much. But, I mean, we could try and get him on loan. We sort of do need another centre-back. I'm not 100% sure. But, yeah, he is the only out. We have £8 million. It's obviously shot our bank balance up. That's why it's now at 11 million. A lot of that money got transferred into the transfer kitty. It didn't. I think we got something like £1.2 million out of this £8 million got put into the transfer deal. And yeah, he's gone. But positioning, teamwork, work rate, determination, bravery. He's driven, decent physicals. He's 6'2" already. He does have everything about him to be a good player. We'll just have to see how it progresses, but he is the only out that we have in terms of sales. In terms of released players, we'll just quickly look at this screen so I can hide the ins that we've got. Luke Garbutt retired. He actually said he wanted to retire before dropping down the division, so I think he knew he wasn't ready for the Championship. He completely left the game. Johan Terhorst left. He retired. But don't panic, he's here as the worst scout in history. Judging player ability 2, judging player potential 2, negotiating 1. He's absolutely shocking, but he's at the club until 2030 as a scout. I'm well happy about that. I haven't given him an assignment. He's just hanging around in Folkestone. I might send him to Holland because he's obviously part Dutch. So yeah, Johan Terhorst is still at the club as a scout. Other ones then, Jake Turner, the goalkeeper, we said would probably let him go, and we did. He was getting a bit injury prone. He's wanted by Birmingham, but they haven't made a deal for him yet, so he's gone. Harry Woodward left as well. He had a few clubs interested in him, but no one made a bid and no one's picked him up just yet, so he's left. Darren Boateng, the quite highly rated youngster, Welsh youngster, no one's picked him up yet. I was going to keep him, and I thought the fact he hasn't actually played that many games since we've had him, I don't think he's ever really going to progress anymore, according that he was 23, so we let him go. Chumbe Ocon, we didn't really see him at all, I don't think. He had a good season out on loan at Oxford, came back, wasn't ever going to be near our first team, so I've let him go. Good physical stats, to be fair, but no, nothing there to challenge our first team players. Eric Anan, bit gutted by this one, because he did have quite a lot of potential, and he did play for us a fair bit in the early days, but then it was 2 loans, didn't score many goals, and I thought he's never going to cut it for the Championship and above sort of level. And Ibrahim Sissoko got to the end of his contract, so we let him go. No need to renew that. He did have a bit of an impact for us, scoring 1 goal in the league, but I was quite keen. When we brought him in, I was very happy about it for 65k, but I thought we don't need that sort of striker anymore. We need top quality strikers in. Bristol Rovers are interested, so that would be a good little move for him as well. But now we go on to the big deals and on to the ins. So first up, joining on a free transfer, left back, training to be a left wing back, Mate Nilas. I might just change it to Mate or Mate. I might just call him Mate. Nilas. He's in our under-23s at the moment, but he won't be too far off first team football. Signed from Liverpool on a free transfer at the end of his contract. He comes in, good physicals at his age already. He's really short at 5'5", crap jumping reach, terrible natural fitness. But he is a left-footed left wing-back. Good teamwork, good work rate, good positioning, good decisions, decent determination, concentration's good, anticipation, bravery's good. Crossing and dribbling needs to be worked on, but passing, tackling and technique for his age, I think are very good. 18 years old, 12 under-21 caps, and he's got 1 under-21 goal as well. He's wanted on loan by Carlisle, but I think he's going to be hanging around for a little while to be our backup left back, or backup left wing back, to be honest. Next up, youngster Alberto Pizzi from Man United, joined on a free transfer. Good pace at his age, good crossing, good dribbling. He's unambitious, which is a bit of a shame. Determination's dreadful, but he has got good potential, so we're going to see what we can get out of him. And obviously the last person we picked up on a free transfer from Man United was then sold for like 9 million to Man City, so I'm hoping that we can have a similar sort of thing him. But I do think his determination and the personality of unambitious might get in the way. He currently has a loan bid from Eastleigh in for him, but you never know. I thought our under-18s, so last season when we had our youth intake, none of them got a contract. I refused to give any of them a contract. So we have made signings which is purely to boost our under-23s and under-18s players, because our youth facilities are absolutely shocking. Really, really bad. But Alberto Pizzi, Uruguayan, joins from Man United. And then from the other side of Manchester joins 18-year-old English central midfielder Navardo Bachelor. And yeah, good. Passing 14, technique 11, good vision, good work rate, good teamwork. Off the ball's a bit poor, but decisions, first touch, composure, anticipation could be better. Pace is good, stamina's good, aggression's not bad for a central midfielder as well. Not the best potential ability, but fills up that under-23 spot. Yeah, 2 seasons at Man City and then left them to join us, and hopefully we can get something out of him. So everyone we've bought is at least a 2-star or exciting young prospect labelled by the scouts and the coach. So very happy. Sort of like, I could see him become a bit more of a Mazzala. Bit strange to have a deep line playmaker with gets into opposition area, so we'll have a look at that. But yeah, at the moment, another youngster into the club, better than anything we could produce ourselves. So, and then we needed a goalkeeper in our under-23s, and luckily picked up this guy who is probably, well, easily, I would say, good enough to be a third choice goalkeeper for our first team. He is wanted by Fleetwood. We're probably going to reject any loans that come in for him, because I want to see how he progresses in the under-23s and maybe give him a go in the Carabao Cup or something like that. But it comes in from Chelsea on a free transfer, so only a little bit from London down south into the southeast for Folkestone. Yeah, determination's really good. He's light-hearted, but determination's good. Great positioning, great handling, great aerial reach, 6'3", and really good reflexes as well. I think he's got potential to turn into something very, very good for us in terms of goalkeeper. He may not make that starting number 1 spot, but I think he really could be like the backup goalkeeper for quite a while if we can keep hold of him. We'll have to see how he progresses, but very happy to get him in. He's here on a 2-year contract for £900 a week, so no risk, I think. A no-risk deal for someone like that as a goalkeeper. 2.5-star current ability. 5-star could be 5-star potential ability as well. Very happy to get him in the van. And then we bought in, this was bought in by the director of football, so it wasn't us, we just agreed to it. £400 a week, 2-year contract as well. A striker that used to play for Spurs. Again, another youngster, boost the under-23s. good physicals, 6'8", so an absolute giant of a man. He's going to have to improve his heading though if he's going to be that tall. Good jumping reach, obviously, as you would imagine, being 6'8". But yeah, again, we'll see how he progresses. The director of football brought him in, 1.5-star current, 3-star, potentially 4-star potential ability. But he's got some good attributes here all around. So we'll have to see how he gets on, see if he scores goals. 1 in 2 already in the under-23s. Makes him look like he could be something useful. But there's a lot of competition up front in our under-23s now, and this is one to add into the mix. And then we'll just do all the youngsters first. So Taras Ponomarev, who's actually joined as a squad player, £3,000 a week, which is a lot of money, but 3-star current ability, 5-star potential ability, low determined personality, which is a bit of a shame, determination 5. We're going to get him in a mentoring group and see if we can up that. But I see him as the sort of natural successor to Kokabinski. He likes to get forward. He's a box-to-box midfielder. 1 under-21 goal, 1 under-21 goal and 34 under-21 caps. 19 years old. Yeah, from Man United, 4 seasons there. We'll have to see how he gets on. I'm quite excited about this. I think he will be very good. He's hit on a 3-year contract until 2030. So it will be very interesting to see how this progresses. Yeah, interesting. We've also brought in Owen Jordan, 23-year-old, really highly rated potential, 4.5-star potential ability. 3-star at the moment, plays in the attacking midfield role that we like to use in our wing-back formation. Loves to try killer balls, plays 1-2, stops play, slows it down, knocks ball past opponent, tries tricks, likes it played into feet and likes to switch it to the other flank. So as a passer, that's really good because he's got passing 15. Very excited by this. Released by Wolves, who paid £4 million for him as a youngster. I think he's going to fit in quite nicely, and he's got competition in attacking midfield, and it does mean that Harry Charsley is probably going to be losing his game time. But determination 6 is poor, unambitious is poor, but very excited to see what he can do. 4.8k a week. You'll realise now that wages are going up now that we're in the Championship. But yeah, very excited by this. Very excited by this player. We'll have to see what he can do because he's got some decent stats. That potential looks incredibly good. For someone of his age, 23. Let's see how it progresses. And then we get on to our, so far, only monetary signing. I said I wanted to buy him after he kept us quiet when we played Plymouth, and I've bought him. Mike Cooper, the goalkeeper, if you remember him from the last episode. Very good stats, actually. He's signed as an important player. He may edge out Will Dennis as our starting goalkeeper, but I'm happy to get him in. He had a pretty good season for the AI, that is, in goal. 34 appearances, conceded 44. 44 appearances, conceded 47. Pretty decent. Can he make up the step up to the Championship? We'll have to find out. I basically bought him because he really impressed me when we played Plymouth. So I thought as a backup goalkeeper or even a first choice goalkeeper, he'll be very, very good. Happy to have him in. Next up, 23-year-old Leonel Larea, who is someone I was scouting for a very, very long time. I've wanted to get him in as our right wing-back on the other side, and I think it's really good. A free transfer from Boca. They didn't renew his contract. I actually, in 2025, I think it was, made a bid and it got rejected. He hasn't performed brilliantly over there for them, but I think this guy is going to be great for us. 4.5-star potential, 3.5-star current ability, judging by the coaches. Good technique. He's very much an attacking wing-back. He'll be playing up here. Very much an attacking wing-back. Crossing and dribbling can improve. Great pace, great stamina, great acceleration. He'll be getting up and down the wing. Bravery, determination, really fairly determined personality, good teamwork, work rate, technique, long shots. All that stuff is brilliant. Just got to hope that his defending doesn't let him down. 5'9" isn't great. There seems to be a thing in Football Manager that the taller players are generally... sort of benefit of being tall is that you're better off having taller players, but we'll see how he progresses. £14,500 a week, star player. He is our starting right back, so as long as he plays well, I'm happy to justify that wage and that contract, but we'll see how it goes. 3.5 million, I think, for getting him in on a free is I'm happy. I'm very happy with it. I'm not unhappy with anyone I've bought in, otherwise I wouldn't have bought them in. We've also then bought in Kingsley Sarake, Nigerian, came in from Portugal. Sporting Lisbon played a bit of money for him from a lower league team in Portugal. Went on loan a couple of times, did pretty well in League 2. Going to see if he can do the Championship as well. This guy's going to be our starting central midfielder, attacking midfielder, and you can see what we're focusing on now in the midfield is passing. we're definitely focusing on passing and picking that ball. So really good passing, technique, off the ball flair, determination's good, decision's good, composure's good, acceleration, pace. This guy has potentially got it all, and he has pulled out some unbelievably good passes in pre-season, and I'm very, very excited about seeing what he can do. As a free transfer worth 4.53 million, I think it's going to be good. And we've had the biggest overhaul, I would say, in this save is happening this season. Now we've moved up to the Championship, and I'm very, very excited. And then finally, we brought in Kevin Rodriguez, who was a Porto player, a Sporting player again, sorry, Real Sociedad, Sporting, Real Vegeta Chavez, and then we've brought him in as our left wing back. Now, I'm hoping he basically does a Garbutt, because he's not that highly rated, 2.5 star, fringe player past his best, but we saw what Garbutt could do, and this guy generally has it all. Other than stamina, which I don't mind, and he's a bit short, 5'7" and jumping reach is 5, I think he's got it all. He can shoot, he can pass, he can run, he can cross, he can dribble, his concentration's good, his teamwork and positioning's good, likes to get forward, hugs the line. I think he should do well. I think he should do well for us, and I think it could be a Garbutt Mark II. We bought him in on a 1-year deal, 5k a week as a squad player, so I'm very happy about that. And at the moment, that is all of it. Literally one out for £8 million. We've only spent £74,000. But yes, I don't know. I don't think we've had so many deals where I thought we were going to get the player, and then a slightly bigger team has come in. So an obvious one to show you is if we look at Birmingham. There we go. Third in the Sky Bet Championship because it hasn't kicked off yet. We were looking to bring in Stephen Powell. We had it all arranged. We had a contract arranged, and then it did that thing where it was like, oh, they're going to struggle to finalise to get this over the line. It's become public knowledge that you've made a bid or something like that. And then Birmingham came in and paid him more than we could offer, and are a bigger club than us. 94 rated from our scouts he was. 94 rated. And I was desperate to get him. Unfortunately we didn't. He moved to Birmingham. And it completely blew us out the water. And he's had pretty good seasons, to be honest, wherever he's been. Other than that one when Norwich gave him a go in the Premier League. Birmingham in the Championship. Okay, he had been on their loan before. So, yeah, annoyingly, he moved to Birmingham over us, which was a bit of a shame. But let's go and have a look at the players that we could be bringing in. Big changes could be happening at this club. So into the transfer centre we go. This is just the ins that we're looking to bring in. So we'll go through the people that we've agreed already. Dogakan Biber, again, looking to build up our under-23s. Had a bit of a scout. Decent potential. We're literally bringing him for the potential there. Jan Bayanek, again, potentially could be really good. Looks like he's got some good stats in there. Great determination, determined player. Centre-back, 16 years old. Omar Kouate from Senegal is coming in as well. We don't use wingers, but it's always good to get extra players in. Professional, determination's pretty good. Good teamwork, good passing. I think he will be a good little player for us. And Dominik Srbelerski as a striker coming in at the moment. They're all on trial. Anyone that I could give a trial before they join, I always do. He's unsporting, but very determined. So we'll have to see what happens with him. But at his age, good finishing, good first touch, good pace, good acceleration. Composure needs upping, but I think we could have a few players here that we could definitely sell on for more money. And then we've got all these players that we are offering contracts to, and this is where our money is getting spent. Matteo Mariani as a right wing back, so he's actually a right midfielder. We're going to look to use him as a right wing back. Highly rated from the scouts, not too expensive. A lot of it is like 1 million down and then lots of money in the future sort of thing. Good pace, good agility, good acceleration, good dribbling. Crossing could be better, but not too bad. Determination could be decent. As you can see, I've made judgment calls on what the scouts say early on with a lot of these players because we need bodies in the door. So that's Matteo Mariani. Olafia Bjornsson to bolster our central midfield options from Southampton. I think this guy looks really good. 88 rated by our scouts. And remember, our scouts all have good, other than Johan Terhorst, all have very good judging potential and ability ratings on their stats, on their attributes as well. So really good. I'm looking forward to see what this guy can do. Has played in the Championship for the past 3 seasons with his best 2 coming before that. But I think we could pick up a bit of a bargain here. which is good, according that he is only costing us 350k, which I think is pretty good. We're looking to get in Rafael Montano on loan. If we can pull this off, I'll be amazed, because he's got a lot of other clubs in for him, the likes of Moscow and Eindhoven, so he'll probably move to one of them. But we have made an offer for him on loan, and he's, he was willing to chat to us about it. But I think we're not going to get him. But how good would that be if we got him in attacking midfield? That would be really, really good. But I don't think we're going to pull that one off. Then we come on to the attackers. I don't think we've got any defenders. Armand Berthelot, which I can't imagine is spoken like that or pronounced like that because he's Italian. 140k. His finishing is between 15 and 20, and composure is between 10 and 15. I think is going to bid. We are scouting him, but he was so his agent approached us to make a bid, and then I saw these stats that I could see, and I was like, yes, please. I think this guy could be very good. In Serie B, didn't score 6.66, but in France did score 3 and 2. So I think if we can fit him in a good formation with us as an advanced forward, I think this guy could be useful. More ammunition to use up front. Games coming thick and fast in the Championship. And then Gilles Julien, 800k, raising to £2.5 million is the deal we've agreed. It's just if he wants to move to us. 23 years old. Really good all-rounder. 74 rated by the scouts. Really versatile, which is one of the reasons I'm going to get him. Should have good, decent determination, good first touch, good dribbling, passing should be good. I'm looking at him actually 6'5" as well, so another big guy to actually play as like an attacking midfielder rather than a striker. I just don't think his finishing is good enough. However, I've seen in Football Manager 20 a lot of top league goal scoring strikers with finishing below 10 but composure up to like 15. And I think composure is a bigger indicator in this year's Football Manager about how many goals they're going to score. But Gilles Julien comes in, 15 goals in 38 games in Ligue 1 for a crap SM Can team, getting a 7.03. Drop him in the Championship, I think he will light it up. And that is everybody we're currently making deals for. If all of these come through, all of these players, 62 grand a week it's adding to our wage bill. Eek! But we'll hopefully be okay with that. And then obviously we've renewed Matthias Selva's loan. We've got Milner and McKenzie, so we're going to have a potent strike force. Possibly, I am tempted to go and see if we can find another centre-back, like a world-class centre-back to bring in. Because obviously Selva and Costanzo are pretty damn good, actually, for their age and how they are doing, and they've done well for us so far. Trotta, I think I want to force him into the libero role, but I don't think he can really do it very well. Passing 7 is pretty shit for the libero. Costanzo we could put in there, passing 8, not the best, and Selva passing 9. So we haven't really got ball-playing centre-backs at the moment. Bashir Humphreys, to be fair, is passing 9. He's only ever played as a libero and has done it very, very well. Still coming up the divisions for us. And then we've got Will Reddy as well. Yeah, I just think maybe towards deadline day we look to getting in as much of a world-class centre-back as we can. But that is all the ins. Let me know down below what you think about those transfers. And if you think we've done well, leave a like. And if you think we've done badly, leave a comment. Try not to dislike the video. I don't think it really makes a difference. I'm not that big a YouTuber to be that influential. But along with that, we've called up Dejan Rajic from the reserves. He's going to be in and around the first team this year. Really excited by this guy. He was another one that we found. I need to go through that process, don't I? Of how we found him. And he played 2 games and averaged a 7.35, which is incredible for a 20-year-old. Nice Croatian guy. So, how I find these players, basically, I go to Croatia, and you go to national team, and you go to under-21s, and you look to see either who's very cheap or who's on a free. And then you go under-20s, who's cheap or who's on a free. So this guy's on a free. Mario Knezovic, he doesn't look like too much. He's wanted by Cork City, so he's probably not got too much in him. Leeds United's youth academy brought him through. He's missing good stats where he needs them, so crossing 4 to 7 for a left winger is pretty crap. Low determination, I won't take a risk on that guy. That's probably what the sort of things we're looking at. Under-19s, they haven't got anyone in the under-19s at the moment. And then literally, I just go to the bigger nations, generally in the under-19s, like Belgium. Here we go. He's worth 0. He is playing 6'1", Ronnie Bodavade. Left winger, he's a balanced, his determination is 9 to 12. If I played with wingers, I would probably take a punt on him. I mean, he says he can play centre midfield, but not with passing six. Like, I would probably take a punt on him as a 19-year-old Belgian. I think I would take a punt on him. And if you're at a big club with lots of money, then this scouting technique to do this, I say scouting, it's not really scouting. The technique of doing this is very, very useful to take punt on players and not worry. Veton Halimi from Albania, they don't have the best youth products, so we'll probably leave that, and he had low determination. Wales, you can pick up some very good youngsters from the home nations. Christopher Price is here as a striker, a pressing forward, 18 years old, used to be at West Brom. Derry Woking and Gapcons Quay, some decent physicals, 5'10". I mean, I don't need any more strikers in my youth team, but yeah, it's a very decent way to just try and find some potential there. So if we go to Spain, you can sometimes pick up people that have been released from bigger clubs for like Spain and people like that. Serbia, Scotland and things like this. Now, generally I only do it for European clubs because I think the South American clubs you don't know enough about. Like, they'll all have completely blanked out stats. But, left back for Russia, really good physical stats, balance, determination 9 though, not brilliant. Who did he used to play for? Hull City, South Shields, didn't cut it at South Shields, so probably wouldn't take a punt on him if he's not already representing a National League team. And then Republic of Ireland is a pretty decent one as well to go to. Portugal, no one there on a free, but you can have a look and see, like 14k as a goalkeeper for Benfica, Leonardo Barbosa. Is he worth having a go at? Not for me, not the right stats, but it's there's some players that you can definitely see and use this technique to go through. So if you go, Poland is generally quite a good one to try and pick people up. So Szoszewinski for Merthyr Tydfil, balance, determination 9. Again, determination I think is quite key when you're looking at youngsters. But this guy here, £140, and he's the backup goalkeeper for the Polish under-21 team. Doesn't look too bad. I'd give him a scout, I think. Norway under-21s. But yeah, so that's what I do it. You can do it for like Brazil. It's a very cheeky way to go and do it. So if we went Brazil, national teams, under-19s. I mean, there's nobody free, but there's some that are relatively cheap. 16-year-old goalkeeper for the under-19s, you'd expect he's going to be pretty good. As would the starting goalkeeper, probably. So Cesar, could be pretty good. But I reckon if you went make offer, he's already accepted a contract. Oh, okay. But you can see there, Marcus Paulo, he's on my list. So I've already found this guy, probably from doing the same way. But I'm not too keen about doing it. Argentina, you can get some pretty decent players as well. But it's worth looking into. But that's enough of that, because I've been chatting for, nearly half an hour already. So we're going to go into the Millwall game in just a second and get our championship season underway. So here we are then on game day, and we're lining up like this. Dennis keeps his place in goal for the first game in the championship. Costanzo, Trotter and Silva at the back. Lardea and Rodriguez come in to make debuts as well. Kokobinski and Harris keep their places in centre midfield. Sadake comes in to make his debut in attacking midfield. Mackenzie and Milner with a partnership up front that I'm hoping will mean goals. Yeah, a few debutants then. 3 debutants in total. Rodriguez, Larrea and Saraki. Hopefully will all do well. On the bench, no debutants on the bench. Only Cooper, the goalkeeper. Everyone else has played for the club before, so it should be very interesting. Obviously, Jordan comes in, but I'm not... I could put him on the bench, because have we got an attacking midfield option? It would be Charsley. No, we'll give Charsley... we'll leave Charsley on the bench for now, because I do want to give a bit of trust to the guys that we brought up, as Rajic will get the number... Well, I think he's got a good prospect ahead of him. So 69. Let's hope his luck is in. I don't even know what I mean by that. That's not even a joke. I don't know. I paused in between ending the first bit of the video. I had lunch and now I've come back and I'm in a bit of a strange mood. But who have they got? So they've got Rashawn Williams in centre-back. I'm hoping our strikers can have a bit of a field day against him. Jones and Alexander. I was going to say, it can't be Graham Alexander. George Alexander up front. And Jones, Wayne Jones. He looks pretty handy. But a 4-4-2 against the 3-5-2 of that we normally used to play. We're away from home, so let's just calmly say, we're the underdogs. And we've got nothing. Let's go and show people what we're capable of. First game in the new season, in the new division. One division below the top. One division below the big money league of the Premier League. We're going to start on cautious and see how we go, as they probably will overload us on the flanks, you would imagine. O'Brien into Wallace. Wallace for Millwall, forced backwards, back to O'Brien. Now, Millwall have been a pretty good team in the Championship. They've been pretty solid. Kevin Rodriguez picks up a very early yellow card into his Folkestone career, which is not the best. But, I'm just hoping we can create chances. I think that's my main worry at the moment with this formation, is just creating our chances. Rodriguez is beaten in the air, but Selva picks it up, goes back to Dennis. Now, how do Millwall like it when we play through the lines? Costanzo, back to Dennis. They're not really pressuring us too high up. Costanzo again. Back to Dennis. We've got to move it to the left if we want. Sarake picks up. There's the ball. We've said it before about it. Mackenzie's in. Oh, it's 1-0. So I said before, Sarake picks out some wonderful passes. It is purely dependent on our strikers putting them away. But as you can see, that goal has put us top of the league. Sarake, it's a wonderful touch and a wonderful ball. Mackenzie brings it down. He didn't have too many goals last year when he came into the team, but he could spell the end of Bologna as our starting striker, Mackenzie and Milner. And we've got other strikers coming in. Could be the end of Stansfield as well. This is where the cull, I think, has to happen in terms of Folkestone Invicta and players that have helped us get to this position up into the Championship. It's just the quality difference. We need the best players we can get. Larrea on the right-hand side. Can he make it too? Harris on the edge. Back to Larrea. Larrea back to Harris. He shoots, blocked. Larrea picks it up again. Harris will get there after the tackle from Anderson. Kokabinski, Larrea with a bit of space, flicks it on. Mackenzie tried to get there, but Hume covers, and it goes behind. 20 minutes in, and I'm very, very happy with how this is going so far. But Hume over the free kick. O'Brien with a header. Dennis with a good save. And we'll give him some praise, because we're 1-0 up away at Millwall in the Championship. And it's a very good start. Dennis to Selva. Selva up to Rodriguez. Now, Selva is someone I'm very keen to bring in from Milan if we get the chance on a permanent deal. Milner cuts inside, blocked. Rodriguez picks it up. Harris back to Rodriguez. Rodriguez looks to go around the outside. And he's beaten Wallace, and he's through. He's in the box. Crossing Mackenzie. Oh, he should have got his second of the game. Absolutely brilliant play from Rodriguez, and he should have got his second. It goes over the bar from close range. Let's get creative as soon as we can. But yeah, we just need to make this happen. Larrea, ball in, Mackenzie. Larrea again. Is he going to put a cross in, or he's got a man back? He's beaten his man. He's hit a ball on Harris in a bit of space, and it's gone in. Rodak couldn't keep it out. A powerful shot from Jaden Harris. And, well, the keeper should probably do better. But we're 2-0 up in the Championship on our debut in the Championship. Larrea sort of bundled round his man a little bit here. Yeah, just avoided the tackle. Cut it back. Harris, first time effort. And the keeper really should do better. But it's a wonderful, wonderful start. We've had 2 shots on target and 2 goals. We've had a bit of better possession. I wouldn't say we're quite doing a smash and grab. We are playing reasonably well. 6 shots, 2 on target. 100%. Very happy. Keep it going calmly. I'm very happy. I'm very happy. I'm very happy. There's no reason for me to say anything else other than I'm very, very happy at the moment. As Selva picks up the ball into Rodriguez. Sarake. Sarake's already picked out 1 assist on his debut. We've got assist for Sarake and assist for Larrea on his debut. This is wonderful stuff. We are just going to pop into the player tactics and ask Rodriguez just to... We'll ease off the tackles a little bit, according to you're on a yellow card. Something that is always worth doing. But yeah, very interesting. Milner actually not playing the best up front. I thought he'd be our main striker this year, but Mackenzie is taking the plaudits at the moment. Wallace out to Anderson. Anderson O'Brien. Good overlap from Collins on the left-hand side. Anderson's in, shoots. Dennis makes the save. He'll be desperate for that clean sheet now that he's got competition as well. In goal for Folkestone, or for us, I should say. Wallace. Ball in. Cooper with a header over the bar. And 53 minutes gone. We're going all right. We're going all right. I think we might have to do Milner off. Costanzo's not having the best of games either at the back. We'll change to Stansfield. I said, he could be one of the players that's at risk in terms of losing their place in the squad, really. But this is his chance to show me that he's still got goals in him as they bring on some subs. Mackenzie over the free kick, hits it. Rodak with the save. And we're still, if it remains 2-0, we're still going top of the league, which is incredible. Hume. Ball in. Dennis claims it. I thought it was going to be a penalty then. Dennis claims it. Let's see what we can do here. We've got some people pulling out wide. Costanzo's not got many options, goes long. Mackenzie wins the header, but to nobody. And Collins is there. Goes long again. Flicks it on. Costanzo back to Dennis. Dennis to Rodriguez, who's impressed so far on his debut. Rodriguez goes around Wallace quite easily, running down the line. He really does love to hug that touchline. It is one of his player traits, but Wallace robs him Ball across to Fernandez for Millwall. Fernandez comes forward with it. He's held up by Larea. He's going to get a debut goal, a debut assist, and a debut red card. Not the best thing to do. Now, Stansfield's just come on. I'm tempted to take him off because we need wing-backs more than 2 strikers, and Mackenzie is playing very well. So I'm very sorry, Stansfield, but you're not going to get the chance to impress. We're going to go to a, well, one up front version of our formation. We're going to keep shouting praise at them so that they keep their morale up. And Stansfield comes on. He lasted not even 5 minutes. Mackenzie over the top. Costanzo's beaten in the air. Jones will pick it up for Millwall. They are coming at us now. Great ball through to Fernandez. Fernandez is in behind. What a block from Harry Charsley. He's coming on and he's trying to really show me that he shouldn't be out of this team. Good block there from Wilson Esperand's cross, and it goes out for a corner. Or a throw-in now, they get a corner. Hume, ball in. Kokobinski wins the header. Wilson Esperand is there. O'Brien shoots, it's blocked, and Charsley's going to try and get there, but can't. Someone was offside, though, as they go to a very attacking 4-2-4 formation. It's going to be tough to survive this, I think. I think they're going to get a goal. Costanzo could come off for Humphreys, but not too keen on doing that at the moment. Could do Rodriguez for Roman, who we're training to be out there. Or we could put Kokobinski in there for Rodriguez to avoid the yellow card, another red card, but I think we're going to leave it, to be honest. I'm going to wait for time to tick down and then go to a bit of time wasting, but we are playing pretty well. Hume, in it goes. Jones with the header. Alexandra tries to get there. He's forced backwards. Back to Hume again. Hume, in it goes. Mackenzie's there. Can we just clear it? Clear it? We do sort of clear it. Right-hand side. Williams picks it up. Seaman over the top into Jones. Jones is in behind. He's hit the post, but he's offside anyway. Whew. Okay, let's just update our instructions. Team instructions. We'll go to a little bit of time wasting now. And we have a throw-in. Costanzo, Sadaki to Harris. Harris's ball is blocked and Hume comes forward. Hume still running forward with it. Down to Seaman on the right-hand side. Is he going to put a cross in? No, back to Hume. Hume shoots from range. Dennis touches it round the post really well. He is desperate for that clean sheet. We're going to give him a bit of praise again. Even if they score, we'll still be 1-0 up away from home. Good header away from Sadake. O'Brien, Williams. O'Brien's there. Ball in for... Oh, Costanzo. What a touch with his head to put it behind for a corner, because that would have been a goal for Fernandez at the back post. Hume. In it goes. Trotter with a good header away. Sarake. You can see we bring everybody back now. We're on cautious. As team instructions, lots of time wasting, really low tempo, really short of passing. Don't pop it into space. Stay on our feet. Don't go and press them as much. Let's regroup and hold our shape. We're doing everything we can to be defensive. As time is ticking away, they're going to score from this corner, aren't they? Hume, ball in. Cooper's there. He's touched it over the bar. Dennis, what a save again. He's desperate to show me that the new signing from Plymouth shouldn't take his place. Cooper. Charsley flicks that one with a head as well. 3 minutes of injury time we tick into. Jones. Wilson Esperand. Cooper. And then nothing comes of that. It's a ball in and it's headed there. Selva gets it away once more. 2 minutes left of injury time. Seaman comes forward out to Fernandez, and Dennis holds the ball, makes the save. And we could be on for a monumental first victory in the Championship. Seaman down the right-hand side looks to put it through to Wallace. There's the full-time whistle. And we've got a 2-0 win down to 10 men away at Millwall. Wow, very happy with that indeed. Whew. I'm hoping that... Well, I just feel so rejuvenated now that we're out of League One. There are still a lot of teams to play, 2 teams to play, Leeds and Preston, so Leeds can go above us if they get a better than a 2-0 win. But on the fact that we begin with an F, we end Week 1 in the Championship top of the table. That is ridiculous. Yeah, let's go. I've been doing quite a few press conferences recently. Passionately, I'm absolutely delighted. It was substituted in the 6th, 9th minute. Playing Poops come on. What happened there? It was in the team's best interest, I have to say that. Sariaki, yeah, David Zeka, can't wait to see who we'll do in the next match. Rodriguez, really good. Dean Smith, Callum Slattery, I recognise that name. I think he could be quite good. How long? He's not on the transfer list according to this. We'll give him a scout. Callum is a fantastic player. I'm not going to let you write things about that. Larea gets a ban. Mackenzie ends his goal drought. It was 13 hours of football before his 14th. And Jaden Harris picks up man of the match. Key passes 4. That deserves some praise. Your passing was a joy to behold in that. But there we go. We finish the first week of the championship top of the table. Well, potentially. Let's see how Leeds get on. But 710 away fans went to Millwall, which actually isn't that far away from Folkestone. It is only in London, so it's a shame we couldn't take a few more. But yeah, very good. Larea accepts his fine. It's none of his business. Yeah, it isn't any of my business, but I'm tempted to know how much you want for him. I could take him on loan. It'll definitely bolster our team for sure. If he does go, I'd be fighting off. Doesn't manage to be first in line. It's a baffling situation. I know that Huddersfield fans really appreciate him. Yeah, really, really good. Left foot would try to sign Slater if he leaves. Yeah, Smith is just a manager. Steve Milner's saying wanting a new contract. Why do you want a new contract? So that was strange. My OBS crashed. Apologies about that. We were on Steve Milner, and I don't know where I was chatting about. So, yeah, I hope he's going to be our main striker. Let's go with that. Let's say I was saying that, but he doesn't look brilliant at the moment. He didn't. Oh no, yeah, he wants a new contract, doesn't he? He wants a new contract. That's what we're chatting about. How long has he got to go? He's got quite a long time, and he's only just signed it. So I don't know. We'll chat to. Let's get. Hey, Costanzo, come in and tell him he doesn't need one. Okay. Oh, I've been told something on your mind. Oh, okay. He actually doesn't want it. He just wants to make sure that I'm happy to chat to him about it. Okay. Well, we end that episode top of the championship. Woo! Yes, excellent stuff. We'll be back for the. Well, I don't think there's any point around doing deadline day because I don't think we've actually got a game around deadline day. No, and it's only the second game of the season. So we'll come back. What big? Oh, Middlesbrough would be good. Middlesbrough and Villa. I think, well, now we're in the Championship, we'll probably show more games because we're playing bigger teams. I mean, look at that for a run. Watford, Middlesbrough, Villa. That's mental. Okay, well, Villa and Middlesbrough and Villa I think we'll come back for. Away game at Middlesbrough, a home game against Villa. We'll come back there. Look at the teams that are in this. Leeds, West Brom, Derby, Sheffield Wednesday, Swansea. If we don't finish bottom, this is going to be ridiculous. This is going to be incredible. Sky Bet Championship season preview, rock bottom, 200 to 1. Us and Doncaster, long way away from everybody else. I'm interested to see who it says. Do we even have a key player in this list? No, we don't. Oh yeah, Saraki and Dennis. There we go. So it says our goalkeeper is the key player. Villa are the favourites to go back up. Obviously, £415 million they're worth. Leeds is worth 584. Little old Folkestone, £45.23 million. So, yeah, interesting. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. Apologies for that little weird edit and cut there. But if you've enjoyed it, please leave a like, leave me a comment, let me know what you think about the signings and the players we're trying to bring in. For now, I'm out. Cheers.